Substitution for Birmingham City. Replacing number 92. The boy in blue. For number 7. Nick from Chatting Blues. Come on, you Blues.
Whey! What's going on, Blue Nowsies? We're back with another podcast. It's a Blues football phone-in, and we got your Blues brother Nick. How you doing, son? And we got Ben from BlueTube.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, Joe. Good to be back on the stream, man. It's been a few weeks, hasn't it? I don't remember the last time we've done a stream, but yeah, it's good to see you, man. Good to see you, Ben. Sure, we've got a lot to chat about.
Yeah, it's just a general one tonight about the game we just played. Lyndon Dykes scoring that cracking goal. Your views on Dykes, whether that's changed or not. Yeah, and just a couple of fixtures coming up and the general vibe of what the Blue Nowsies think and stuff as well. Transfer rumours and things like that. It's just a chilled one tonight, really.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Sounds good.
Good to see you both. Nick, where you been, man? Missed you.
Yeah. I've been about. To be fair, I've been in Wales. I went Wales last Wednesday to the sort of like Friday. I did come back Friday afternoon. I was obviously at the Blues game Saturday, and I've just had a couple of days to chill out. So, yeah, I've been busy really, mate. I've been to the majority of the games, the home games and the away games. So, yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm not too bad. Obviously, we got through to the fourth round of the FA Cup. You know, for me, yes, 𝒕𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒉. For me, one a great performance. You know, listen, it was our second string team. I'm just buzzing we got through to the next round, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, we got Newcastle next. Do you know, I was thinking we're going to get Blackburn. So I'm trying to get the headphones out. We're going to get Blackburn or Blackburn, Hull or Leicester. That's who I thought we'd get. Do you know what I mean? But buzzing with that draw. Newcastle at home. It's going to be a full house. I'd imagine we'll give Newcastle about 5,000. And yeah, it's all good. All good, brother.
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff, man. Ben, cheers, Blue Shadow.
Well, what do I make of the draw? Yeah, I mean, it's one of the bigger draws that we've had in a real long time. I think only other one. I think we played Man City, didn't we, a couple of years ago at the Etihad? We got absolutely spanked then. I'm glad that we've got them at home. I think that gives us just a little bit more of an advantage. I think if we were away, I'll be honest, you might disagree with this, but I'd write it off right now. I think Newcastle would be way too strong for us. I think that there's a slight chance, you know, it depends on the sort of team that Eddie Howe goes for.
Be a good test, though.
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, absolutely. If nothing else, it will be. We'll really get to see just the wherewithal of our side now with playing a team like that. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. And yeah, if we can get through, it gets a little bit tasty then, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I like, from my opinion, the way we are like in League One, obviously we've got the Championship and the Premier League. I would have liked to have had a Championship team drawn next, rather than going straight into the deep end, just to see how we're going to. We've got to get promoted first, well, fingers crossed, obviously, but just to see how this squad's going to be in the Championship, which I'm pretty sure we're going to be all right. And then, depending on how we got on then against the Championship side in that round, then go for the Premier League. But we've gone straight for it, man. We got Newcastle. I'm excited, to be honest, lads.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I see your logic there with the championship team as well, just to really test ourselves, because if we do get promoted, obviously that's the league that we're going to be in. But yeah, we're kind of getting full throttle here. What do we actually think? Do we think that we've got a chance?
Mate, it's football. Anything can happen. I mean, you got to look at Newcastle. Yeah, they are on form, the lads, to be honest, at the minute.
They're on fire.
Yeah,
I think they're 5th in the Premier League, aren't they?
But they're just 11 v 11, isn't they? They're just normal people. At the end of the day, the sellout as well. Could we do it?
Yeah, never know. What do you reckon then, Nick?
Yeah. Listen, I think we stand a chance. You know, if you're going based off the squads, obviously Newcastle are way better than us. They're on good form. I think they've won 6 on the bounce, if I'm not mistaken. I wouldn't expect him to field his strongest 11 against us. You know, at home in front of a packed St Andrews. I think we could potentially do something. Do you know what I mean? I really do. I think we could do something. I'm not saying that we're going to go and win this. I just think it could be closer than maybe some of the pundits probably think. You know, I'm quite looking forward to it. I was quite buzzing. I was happy it was a home draw because it's, you know, like the 4th round. There's so many championship teams in there, and I get what Jay's saying about let's test ourselves against the championship side, and I do get the reasoning behind that, and a lot of people was very on board with that. Let's get, you know, maybe maybe a Hull or a Millwall or something, and let's see where we're at. But listen, I think our squad and our team are championship ready anyway.
Yeah,
yeah, man. I'm just glad that we're going to have a big team at home. Like I said, I think we've got a chance. You know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mate. We could have got a much worse draw. You know, nice one, Emu. Right, well, mate. We could have got like I just mentioned, guys. We could have got Leicester away, Hull away, Blackburn. You know, one of them ones where it's just like, fucking hell, we don't need this. You know. So yeah, looking forward to it.
I love you, Nick, man.
Yeah. Emu's put actually Leicester Blackburn in the cup. Yeah, 100%, man.
But it'll be a good test anyway, won't it? Like, regardless of the result, it's going to be a test to see what this squad can do. You know what I mean? Newcastle are on fire at the end of the day.
100%.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how we get on.
Set of fans as well.
Yeah. But now that you mentioned on your last video, Nick, about the atmosphere, like with Blues and stuff over the last few years, about it not being as good as what it was, could this game be something that could potentially change and bring?
Yeah, well, I hope so, mate, because
you know what I mean?
You're going to have 5,000. Listen, the atmosphere's not been great down St Andrews, especially for sellout crowds. I don't know what it is. I've got my theory on it, but look, it's going to be a sellout crowd. Newcastle fans are wild anyway, so they're going to be making a noise. I expect it to be bouncing more than it has been probably since the Wrexham game at home. So the Wrexham game was bouncing, let's be honest. Apart from that, it hasn't been great in terms of atmospheres. The Wigan game was all right at home, I thought. But yeah, I think it'll be about like it'll be all right. It'll be a good atmosphere, I hope. Do you know what I mean, Jay? Yeah, man. I think it'll be all right. Yeah, it hasn't. Like, I've been going on a little bit about the atmosphere, and I mean, Lincoln outsung us. Do you know what I mean? On Saturday, it's crazy, and we've got this block 39, which I love because it was great. The previous season, especially when we was getting poor crowds like 16,000 and stuff like that, and they seem to have gone quieter for some reason. I don't know why that's happened, but at least they try and make an atmosphere. I really thought when we was getting the Tilton done at the standing, you know, at the bottom, the lower Tilton, I thought that's going to be bouncing in there. My season tickets actually for there, so maybe I'm part to blame because I never go in the lower Tilton because where my seat is, the crossbars in the way, you can only see half of the pitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I do sit round by block 39. And at times it can be quite annoying because you listen to away fans and there's nothing coming from the home fans. But listen, man, it is what it is. I think it'll probably improve in the championship. Do you think so, guys? What do you guys think of the atmosphere anyway? Am I just being a...
Totally agree. You're absolutely spot on. I mean, I've noticed it when I'm down there with my old man. It's not like how it used to be. And you know, I suppose before it went without saying, didn't it? Like we were awful. It was just getting down there. It's like it was like a chore. It really was. You know, people might hate that, but it was. We were losing all the time. But you know, considering we're doing as well as we are now, top of the table, this, that, and the other. It's not diabolical by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not what you'd expect it to be. Like, yeah, I'm going to back you up here, Nick. I do think you're onto something there, but in terms of why, no idea.
Games have been brilliant now. The atmosphere, like the away games, has been pretty much non-stop.
Yeah, they always bring it the away fans. We're known for that, aren't we? We pride ourselves on our away support. Yeah, you can never shake them. But the home support, for some reason,
I think it was better than last season, though.
I couldn't say. I don't end up going to the away games, do I? I mean, I've got no hope. Me and my old man, we ain't got any of the points. We don't even try because it's just too backlogged. But we can only speak on the home support.
Yeah.
What do you reckon it's down to then? Do you reckon there's any sort of theory behind it, or do you think it's just one of those things? It could be to do with the fact that it is just, you know, suppose the league in of itself being League One, and the fact that we still have dropped down from that championship, there might be a subconscious thing of we'll come back to life once we're back where we feel as though we belong and we can actually test ourselves. And we're kind of coasting this season out where we are. I'm not entirely too sure, but it's an interesting one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, well, I think it is to do with that, Ben. I think there's a part of that. It's Division 1. It's kind of like that. I don't know, that you know, basically we're in League 1. Why should we sing to you? I think there's a whole heap of new fans, which is good, by the way. I've never seen so many families, so many kids and stuff like that. So it's a completely different clientele. I know I've noticed that, especially this season. I know it's a little bit last season, but definitely this season. I mean, I was in where did I sit on Saturday? So I sit below block 39. It might be called block 40. It's the lower sort of cop, right by the way. And I was told to sit down, and I had 3 kids behind me. Now, I mean, I did sit down. You know, let's not get twisted. But I was thinking, look, I mean, these kids are about 9 or 10, and I was thinking, Jesus Christ, like, I don't know, man. I'm just probably too much old school, and I don't know. It just seems very family orientated, which is a great thing, you know, in terms of selling merchandise, having a drink and food around the ground. I just think it's affected the atmosphere, which is unfortunate. And I suppose other clubs have had the same sort of problem, you know.
Yeah, true. Yeah, might not just be us.
Who's this Christian Dom defender? Be ready.
Let us have fun. Beat a Premier League team. Yeah. I mean, mate, I fancy us to have a good go at him. I really do, man.
Yes, he's right there. Look, he's put. Yeah, we need that bigger stadium.
I don't know whether the bigger stadium will bring the atmosphere, Jay. I'm just going to be honest now. I don't think it will, mate. I mean, I've always said to you about atmosphere. Like, if you want to sample an atmosphere, you go to a big away game. I mean, not a big away game. Like Wycombe was good, Barnsley was good, Wigan was good. I don't know. I don't know what we do. If anyone's got any suggestions or that they think we're totally off the mark in terms of atmosphere at home, let us know in the comments, guys. It might just be me. It might just be me. What's saying the atmosphere is no good?
No, it's not. I mean, there's been times when I've gone to like stand up and sing, and I feel like a prat because no one else singing around me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, "Come on, Blue Noses, come on!" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
People don't want to sing. You can't make them. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'll just now you work full time. I love going down there, and that's how I see it. You know what I mean? And yeah, I've always been like nostalgic with Blues because my dad taking me down there. You know what I mean? And it's passion at the end of the day, and it is what it is, isn't it? Like, but yeah, it could be the League One thing, or I ain't sure. But yeah, what about Dykes getting a goal anyway, lads?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it totally contradicts what our worries are, because you can't change everything in just one performance.
Yeah.
The goal was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And outside of that, I think he was one of the best players on the pitch. The way that he was pulling the defence of the opposition out to the flanks. There were so many balls sent up by the keeper that he was bringing down. I thought he made himself a real nuisance for Lincoln. And yeah, I thought he had probably one of his better performances for us. Yeah, I'm really pleased for him. I think we spoke about this previously, and that he's a confidence player, isn't he? Mentally, if he's not feeling good, he'll bring himself down. One of those sorts of players, kind of similar to Sanderson in that sort of sense. He has a few bad performances and he's just gone with the wind. He's out of it completely then. So I'm hoping by scoring an absolute scorcher like that, it gives him a little bit of a rocket up the backside and thinks, you know what, yeah, I can do this. And he gets a little bit more playing time because I want him to do well. I want all of our players to do well.
Yeah.
And he scored probably one of the best goals that I've seen for a long time down there. So,
Goal.
Yeah, it was cracking, wasn't it? Good composure.
What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, it was a great goal, mate. It's a great goal, and I have criticised Lyndon Dykes this season, and also, I'm not going to just say because he scored that goal, he's he deserves to start or anything like that. I'm not going to completely change my mind on it. Listen, he had a great. It's not. I always say it's difficult to analyse a game when you're actually at it. It was a great goal. I said on my instant match, I didn't even know he was on the pitch until about 6-7 minutes before he scored.
Yeah.
And I said to my pal, I said, is that Lyndon Dykes? Because he's 17 on his back. And Ben may well be right because I've had a lot of people say he had one of his best games. I'm just going on my own view of I didn't see him. Took the goal really well. Do want to do great. Obviously, he's a Blues player. He's in a Blues shirt. Yeah, of course I do, mate. I'm still sceptical about the signing. 100%. He wouldn't start over. If he were talking of playing him as a number 9, he wouldn't start over May or Stansford for me just yet. But yeah, great to see him on the score sheet. Like I say, confidence player. Hopefully that kickstarts his kind of season, really.
Yeah.
Mate, Birmingham, great again. I love that. My mate's got a cap, Christian and that. Mate, Britain, great again. One of them red caps, class it is.
The Donald Trump one.
Yeah, like the Donald Trump one.
Fucking hell, man.
Oh, happy birthday, Dunk.
Yeah,
happy
birthday, Duncan.
I forgot to message him today. I actually saw it early hours.
Shit, yeah, he told me he was fingy as well.
Happy birthday, Duncan. Love you, lad.
Happy birthday, mate. Hope you're having a cracker.
Yeah, man.
You going on Saturday, Dunk?
So we got Exeter, haven't we, guys?
Yeah.
So we got Swindon tomorrow. What's everyone saying about that? Is everyone feeling confident? What sort of changes do you think you'll make from Saturday? Because basically we had our second string team out, didn't we? So do you think you'll kind of go with that team and again, or do you think he'll bring some of the first teamers back in?
Well, I mean, you've got to think about bringing some of them in just to get the blood flowing in their legs, and get them back up and running, preparing for Exeter almost. Give them like a bit of a cameo or something. But Swindon are just plummeting down their table in League Two at the moment. They're managed by Ian Holloway, I think. Yeah. Which is a shame. Really. I really like Ian Holloway. And I think he's always had a soft spot. I think he's always had a soft spot for Blues as well. From like back in the Blackpool days, whenever we were coming up for him, he always praised us, or on the telly and that. He would always speak well of the Blues. But yeah, I think once again here, I think we can afford to just give some of our second team a bit of a run out. I don't think we need to exert ourselves too much. Got to find the right balance, though, because as I've just said, you want to give some of the first team players a run out just to get the gears moving, preparing for that game against Exeter. We don't want them to go too stale because it's been a bit now, hasn't it? We've had 2 cup games on the bounce.
Yeah, who would you like to see come back in, Jay, for tomorrow night?
Scott Rice, all day, every day on that Rice.
He actually started, didn't he? It was nice to see him, actually. I thought he had a quiet game. I did, Scott Wright. Well, to be fair, I mean, Anderson's not back, is he? So I'd imagine Scott Wright will start tomorrow night. I'd like to see 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒄𝒄 come back in, if I'm being honest. Maybe Leonard as a 10. I don't know, Williamson as a 10. I'd like to see Clara, Ben Davies come back in. Maybe Ethan Laird. I'd like to see. I mean, we made 7 changes. I'd like to see at least 5 of them come back in because I want a trip to Wembley, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Got to make sure that we don't disrespect our opponent too much. You never know what Swindon could do. Once again, they'll treat this like a cup final, won't they? Like most of our opponents. So yeah, we can expect a decent game, and we should do really, regardless of where they are in their respective league. Just don't know what to expect here. I was going to ask you though, what do you reckon we do about the goalkeeping situation? Because I know it's a cup game, and usually for that he puts in Farrell. But I don't think he had a very good game against Lincoln, to be honest with you. You might say that I'm being really harsh here, but I think if Allsop dives that's the same way for that penalty, he gets a much firmer hand on it and he's keeping it out. What do you reckon?
For me, for me, you bring Allsop back in.
Bring Allsop back in, but I think that's a little bit harsh on a little bit, because I feel a bit guilty for. I mean, I know he's dropped some clangers, hasn't he? Like, and he hasn't had much time from him. He started off all right, didn't he? And then things happen in certain games, but I don't know. I mean, if you haven't played for a while and being brought on, it's a confidence thing. Must be a confidence thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel too sorry for him, mate. He's on 40 grand a week.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm sure him missing out Swindon away in the EFL Cup, he'll be all right with. Do you know what I mean? I think we just need to win it. Like, for me, you don't mess around with the goalkeepers. You get Ryan Allsop in there, strong and steady. You know, you get Clara and Ben Davies back in, and we go there and win the game. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the old Calv, man. Even when we used to have 8,000 Calv, like it was a better atmosphere than when sometimes when we've had 26,000. I'm going about the 1980s now, but I know, man.
Do you know what I'm going to say? I wasn't going to say this earlier because I thought this is going to be a real daft thing. But considering you just mentioned about the old cop, we're talking about the atmosphere. Do you reckon? Now, do you hear me out on this? These new seats that they've put in, do you reckon that that's having any sort of effect? Because I'll tell you why. Earlier on in the season, me and my old man, I think it was one of the earlier cup games against Walsall it was, we went to sit down there in the lower cop. We couldn't survive in there, mate. Like, we're tall, me and my dad are. I'm like 6'2", he's about 6'4". We just couldn't get our knees in, and everyone was just crammed together like sardines. I think those new seats they've put them proper tight, maybe to get a few more rows in and that. And what that has resulted in is really tight space. So, I mean, it's going to sound like I am reaching here, But it might just be a fact that so many of our fans sitting down there are just proper uncomfortable and they're just all crammed in. No one's thinking about getting up and starting to chant some songs because they're just not comfortable. Might sound like I'm chatting absolute waffle, but
I noticed that with the save standing and that, it is a bit
yeah.
compact.
Yeah, but Ben's going on about the cop. The cop's never been like a singing area. It's always been kind of like, for me, like ever since I've been going down the blue, so I'm talking mid-80s, the cop, apart from like Carl said in the 80s where the cop was bouncing, since we've had seating, the cop's always been kind of a very quiet area, pretty much known for moaners. It's always been the tilt and what's been bouncing, block 11, block 9, and I thought, like I said, when we got the standing in the lower tilt, because there's also an era as well. I'm going probably about 2018. There was a thing called block 4, and that was fucking bouncing as well. They had their own Facebook page and everything. So I'm a little bit shocked that I don't know what it is, guys, man. I don't know.
We've gone through a few theories there, haven't we? Blimey. I think we've listed every single possible cause of it all.
Can we turn the phones on, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, mate.
Come on, let's have a chat, Blue. Now,
Yeah, earphones are all tangled up in the wires, you know, Jack. I'll have to try and get them out one sec.
It's all right, mate. I'll play the thing anyway, all right?
All right.
My answer was, it's not the league you're in, it's the club that you are. That's different. The club that you are defines you. The ambition of that club defines you.
Growing excitement, there's a growing feeling of this club is finally on the move.
Hello, and welcome to the Blues football phone-in. For the Blue Noses, keep right on.
Colin!
Hello.
How you doing, mate?
So I got advertisements on your telly at the moment.
Oh, sorry, mate.
It's all right.
How you doing, Colin? You all right, bud?
Well, I'm absolutely buzzing with this Newcastle draw.
Yeah.
So are we, mate. It's a good one.
I really like Newcastle. I love their fans.
Yeah. And you're feeling a little bit nervous, Colin, or aren't you bothered?
I think we can turn them over.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, definitely.
Go on, Colin.
Uh,
Go on, son.
they've got the best fans in the land, they have. They've got the best supporters. I think so, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, apart from us.
Yeah.
Well, apart from us, obviously.
No, they'll give us. Do you know what? I've just thought, actually, we're so used to this season of being the ones expected to come away with the points because we're Blues. This is the first one where we can go in without that sort of pressure. It'll all be on Newcastle. People will be expecting Newcastle to come and get the result. So I suppose in that way, pressure's off and we can sort of enjoy the occasion.
Yeah.
There's only one problem is we're supposed to be playing Peterborough that day. Then that's another game up the space. You know, you've got an extra fixture for that game, an extra day for that game.
So I'm just laughing at Nick. Nick, what are you doing?
I'm having a mare with these earphones.
Having a mare. Oh man, I love you, mate. You sorting his headphones out, Colin? Is?
Yeah.
Says he's got his wires all tangled. He has.
Talk to us a bit about the Lincoln game, though, Carl. What do you make of it?
Yeah.
What I watched it on Blue TV again.
Yeah.
I thought it was really scrappy.
Wasn't the greatest game, was it, Colin?
No, mate. But we You know, we won, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
What do you think about?
it
What do you think about Dykes getting a goal, Colin?
was a great goal, but I wouldn't pick him over Mayo or Stansfield.
Yeah.
No.
I'm looking forward to watching tomorrow's night's game against Swindon.
What do you reckon for that one then, Carl? You reckon we're going to do it?
5-0, mate.
5.
Yeah. Go on, Carl. Yeah, nice one. 5-0. Go on, do you have any goal scorers?
Well, when we played Tuesday to Jay 6-0, we won 4-0. So I'm 5-0 tomorrow. They're a rubbish side. If we can't beat them, don't deserve anything else.
Yeah, it is true. We should be beating Swindon comfortably, to be fair. I remember that Shrewsbury game. Scott Wright scored one of the goals of the season. It's like prime Barcelona, the tic-tac around all of their players, slide it away nicely. It'll be good. I'm waiting for that one team that we play against, that we put 5-6 past. I only got that one against Shrewsbury, really. We haven't had many results like that. Which I know, under 21s, mate. Come on, I ain't counting that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I suppose some people might say to that, like, "Oh, come on, a win's a win or a result's a result." But it would be nice, wouldn't it? Just to have, yeah. We'll see what happens. But I think Swindon, there shouldn't be too much troubles there. But at the same time, you got to look at it both sides. You can't underestimate your opposition, whoever they are. You got to make sure you show respect to everyone. And I think Chris Davies is that sort of bloke as well.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't slack it off for anyone that he's facing.
What
Have
about?
you done the transfer news?
No, not really. Only that Newman. And then
I won him badly.
And then I watched that. I watched that with the YouTube channel. You know that Keep Right on TV.
Yeah.
Lad James.
Oh, yeah.
I watched. I know he done a video earlier, but I haven't had a chance to watch it yet about someone called Rig or Riggs. I haven't seen. Yeah, Chris Riggs is he?
Yeah, Sunderland. Yeah, they want 20 million for him, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's going to take 20 million for it later.
Yeah. Can you see us spending any more money, lads, this transfer window, like in the millions? Or
Yeah, I can. I reckon we're going to get wing and a centre half and a left back.
Yeah, because Lee Buchanan's out. Yeah, we might need backup in that position. I agree with you there, Carl, actually. But it just depends on what sort of basis. Do we get someone in on loan or do we sign someone permanently? Because we've still got Lee Buchanan to come back. He's still going to be our player. It's on like a 4-year contract, isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah. No, just like temporary fullback. Put it in the season. Let's put one if you can. But
No, I agree.
Dan said, the Icelandic guy,
Yeah.
he's footed and he plays it right back.
Is he left-footed, is he? I don't think he did too bad either. I mean, we played him as a centre-half against Lincoln. I don't think he had too bad of a game. I mean, to be fair, having Clara next year, we didn't even really need him. I feel like he could have just been left on the bus and we would have been fine. Clara was absolutely everywhere against Lincoln, wasn't he? It was unreal.
Yeah.
That was a great player.
Falcon. So I've just had a comment as well, Colin. I'm not sure if you know about this as well. And same with you, Ben. He's put, you heard about the Premier League announcing the teams that broke FFP from seasons 21 to 24. Let's hope the Vile are in the hat.
What's this going to be then? What is this, just like on Sky Sports News or something, or what? What's going on there then?
Anybody know?
Yeah, let us know a little bit more about that. I mean, didn't the Villa, not to go on about them too much, they had to sell 2 of their bigger players because they were in proper trouble with their FFP. They had to sell that Luis over to Juventus and that Diaby. I've got a few pals who are unfortunately not being raised very well, and they're Villa fans, and they're absolutely devastated over those 2 having to go. Everyone's getting bit by FFP though, aren't
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
What about the Exeter game, Cole? Get your predictions in for that one as well for Saturday.
I reckon that it's going to be a close one. It's
Yeah.
going to be, I'm going to say 1-0.
1-0 Blues.
1-0. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
sensible.
the second game, which we've probably talked before that, haven't we?
Yeah.
Can't wait for that game. We're going to beat these Welsh bastards.
I love that, Carl.
Yes, Colin. Yes. Oh, superb, mate. How many goals that is, Cole?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm off now.
Keep right on, mate.
Always nice chatting to you, Carl.
Yeah. Try to talk to you lot.
Love you loads, mate.
Nice
Keep
one.
right on.
Keep right on. Bye.
See you later,
See you
mate.
later, bud.
No,
Bye.
Ta-ra, mate.
no. Sorry, guys.
It's all
was
right.
a mess, that one. All the wires were tangled up with all the other wires.
Mate, I got wires.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, it's a nightmare, isn't it? Here she is, Blue Shadow.
Yeah, you're right, lads.
Hey,
Yeah,
how you doing, Blue Shadow? You're right, mate.
Yeah.
Right, Bob.
Has Nick sorted out his wires?
Sorted out his wires.
Yeah, good man. So, you're right.
Yeah, good. You were just making me laugh, and I was like, oh no, he's just wiring up his piss bucket, just in case. But yeah, no, I'm good, lads. Hope you're, like all of you are all good anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway.
all good.
Yeah, wicked, mate.
So what do you think of the draw then? Firstly, what do you think of the game on Saturday, Blue Shadow, and the draw Newcastle at home?
Well, if we go through the draw first, I think we've got a good team. It's going to be interesting who they put out because, like I say, they're doing quite well, aren't they? And then who we put out as well. Do I think we could win it? Yes, I think we could. I reckon we probably could win 2-1.
Yeah.
But
Go on.
I'm not gonna go out and say like we're gonna hammer them because like I say they are a really good team at the moment. It all goes down to who puts out what players and whether or not we pay attention to sort of their style of play and whatever else. So, instead of saying I'd love to lamp them 5-0, which ain't going to happen, I'm going to say I think we'll win it 2-1.
Go on.
Yeah. Pause in with that.
Yeah. And as for the Lincoln game, fuck me, it was cold. It's so fucking freezing.
Bernie.
Well, you know what? Apart from that, they need to sort out in enough time the crowds that were going in because it was diabolical.
Yeah.
I think it was it's mad because people are queuing and then people I had a lady behind me and she's like, oh, how come so many are going through the gate? And I was like, oh, that's if they've got a carer. And she goes, yeah, but I ain't waiting in this line. And I was like, look, you're not going to get through. They will not let you through unless you've got a carer.
Yeah.
Too happy about that. But, there's not much you can do. But I think as a club as a whole, you know what I mean? I think you got to think now, we've beat Lincoln. We had problems with people getting in and people missing out, on the first goal. And it happened, you know what I mean? But we got Newcastle, mate, and they're going to bring quite a lot of, what is it, maybe 4.5 bands, 4,500, maybe more, who knows? You know what I mean? So they're going to have to, look at the situation and start probably letting fans in even earlier than what they do.
Yeah.
Or even get even more checks done. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. People were getting stopped for, vapes, liquid. If you got liquid vapes on you, they're taking the liquid off you. You can keep the vape, but you weren't allowed the liquid, and it's just
What?
no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, I talked about this on my instant match reaction, and I missed the first goal. You know that yourself, Blue Shadow, because you joined the stream, didn't you? So what the crack was the previous home game we scored, and there was a flare through. This is what I can only put it down to. There was a flare through from the back of the sort of like block the back of the cop, let's say, and it didn't make the pitch, and it sort of kind of hit someone, and then it was all that game. So I would imagine there was complaints about that, and then the club have got a rapt on it, you know, stringent strip searches. I mean, it was because the queue was pretty much down to buy McDonald's. So I can only imagine it was that. I hopefully that you know, but when they're getting complaints like that, the club have got to act on it. So hence why there was massive queues. I mean, I said to the steward as I was getting wanded down, I said, mate, you do know there's a queue right back to near enough McDonald's. He said, "Oh, no, mate, but we've got to do our job." And the thing is, I said this as well the other day, like them ones are not going to clock a flare. You know what I mean? They're not going to clock it. So it's just wasted time, basically. You know, if you wanted to get a flare into the game, you get it in. So it was annoying.
The kids do, you know, like they won the adults. But the only time they ever search the kids if they've got a bag on them, you know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, can you open the bag or something? And I had that back, like, the last game I went to, probably in November or something. But the problem I had is the guy that sort of, like, turned around, because there weren't no, like, it's usually a lady for a lady, you get me, so they'll check you out, but it was literally all men. And he goes, well, I need to check what's in the bag. So I was like, well, we've got lady things in the bag. He was like, what do you mean, lady things? And I was like, trying to show him. He's like, I don't believe you. You're going to have to pull it all out. I'm like, mate, there's a crowd of men behind me. You're trying to get me now. It's like mad because I'm there and I'm going, are you trying to embarrass my daughter? You know what I mean? Because, like, she's young, you know what I mean? I've got them in the bag.
Vibrators in the bag and all that game.
He goes, no, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You're going to have to take them out and prove it to me. I said, mate, you can see in the bag specifically there is ladies' things in the bag. You don't need to, like, delve in. You can hear. I'll tell you what, feel it. You'll feel just the packet. You get me?
Blue Shadow.
None of it. Hiya.
Blue Shadow. You ain't got Nick's microphone in your bag, have you?
Well, you don't want to, do you really want to? No, it wouldn't be his microphone. That's bad. I embarrassed myself now.
But we weren't we? Though, like, pretty much most of the game, weren't we? And how cold was he? It was absolutely freezing, weren't he?
It was. I couldn't feel anything. But I have to say, like, it was good, like, being in the first row with you guys.
It was a laugh.
Yeah, man, good.
I love Steve to bits, honestly.
You know what? He was funny.
Well, them pair of class.
Yeah, the funny bit about Steve was when he was banging on about the steward's nuts, and you filmed it.
Yeah, eating his nuts.
Yeah, eating his nuts. That was so funny.
Man, steward, mate. Just having the picnic with us, nuts, cashew nuts, everything, mate.
Yeah, he's right. He was took his
glove
up. He's munching away. He's like, look at his nuts.
He was loving
that was classic, I have to say.
But yeah, I was hammered though. I was. Woody had to pull over on the way back. I don't know. Transition from how cold it was and then getting in his car with the heating on. But I managed to hold it for 20 minutes. I said, Woody, you have to pull over, man. I feel sick. I was absolutely steaming. I was again. Terrible.
You took Gemma, didn't you, Jay? Did you take Gemma to the game?
Yeah, man. Yeah. She come out round the car, patting me on the back.
Oh, fair play to her.
And they put me to bed when I got home.
That made me laugh, actually. Halfway through the game, he was like, I need a piss. I was like, not again. I was like,
terrible, I am. Then,
I said to her, you need to attach a little bucket to him, like, you know, and then when you get home, have one, like, the bigger one underneath, like. Oh,
how are you feeling for tomorrow then, Blue Shadow? Are you feeling confident? Do you think we can go there and get a win? Is there any, like, major changes you'd like to see for tomorrow? You know, anyone kind of, not dropped, but maybe some of the first teamers coming. Is anyone you want to see tomorrow who never played Saturday?
I think it'd be nice to see maybe, like, because obviously I don't know if Stano's still out injured and when he's going to be back. But I think I'd like to see May play. You know what I mean? And like Juki done well, so I'll keep him in.
Yeah.
And like I say, Dykes, he's one of them people that it's like Marmite. You either love him or hate him, don't you? Or you're in between, or you like the light spread. Anyway. I got a roll. Yeah, don't ask.
Class.
Terrible.
But no, either way, I think maybe keep it as it is for the Swindon game, and then switch it up for the Exeter.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go 2-0 against Swindon.
Yeah.
And I reckon it'll be Exeter 3-1.
Yeah. Get your goal scorers in blue shot.
Swindon game. Maybe Juki. Let's hope Juki can pop 2 in for Swindon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Exeter. If May comes back, I'm gonna go May for 2, and who else can I say? Maybe a defender, or even the Iceman. I'd be nice. One in.
Yeah. I want Pate to get a goal either. I want Pate to score, man.
Yeah, 𝒃𝒍𝒖𝒆, ain't
Good shout, that is, Nick. Yeah, man.
he doesn't pull the trigger that often, though, 𝒃𝒄𝒄. I mean, he's been in he's right there in a real decent position outside the box to let rip, but
Yeah, happy birthday, Dunk. Dunk's just joined the chat, so happy birthday for today, Dunk.
yeah, happy birthday, Duncan. Hope you've had a good night.
Before I go though, can I read something out?
Yeah.
I'll go for it.
So as you know, like Emu helped me out at Christmas, and there's not enough thank yous that I could say. So I wrote him something. So yeah, it goes like,
Emu's class, isn't he, man?
Yeah, man.
Sorry. Many words come from within. A gesture so thoughtful. This is where it all begins. For someone special, I call a friend, and he's also family and also sings. For his heart and soul is oh so blue. Emu Games, this is for you. For what you done was very kind. A legend in the Blues Brothers is who you'll find. And as he came to meet me in my help of need, and brought a smile to little Blue's face indeed. And so he made a memory to keep to show how much this family all means. He gave me hope, and we gave praise on the show from the other day. You all listened as I spoke, holding it together with a laugh and a joke. But in the mist and words I spoke, I felt like I was back at home, where songs are heard from all of you. Emu Games, there's not enough words to say thank you. So here's to you and all you do. Happy New Year, brother. To you and your family, our blue nose Emu. Keep right on.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm sure I'll be very touched by that. That was wicked, Blue Shadow. Nice one. I'm sure I really appreciate it.
I'll get too emotional when I read now, so it all sounds really bad, but I hope
that was class, that was.
It's why I love doing this. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, spot on. Yeah, it's proper lovely little community. That was real nice.
Thank you. But like I say, yeah. So we won at the weekend, early birthday present, and then hopefully the weekend we win again. So I hope get another surprise, get a few more goals to start home.
When's your birthday, Bob? Friday. Is it Friday?
Thursday, 16th.
Thursday. Okay.
Thursday, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll be round in the next few days anyway to drop them shirts off. If it's not before Saturday, it'll probably be Saturday morning. You're going to Exeter?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Jem are going.
Are you going as well, Joe? Yeah, you go, don't you, Ben? You've got a season.
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah.
Meet up this time.
Right.
We need to meet up and do like a thing like before the game and get there early. More.
I was going to say, yeah, it'll be nice to actually. I mean, I've met you before, Jay, but I haven't met you, Nick. It'll be nice to say hello. Yeah.
And anybody else who wants to join? No,
yeah, 100%. I'll be more than happy to do that. And my old man as well. The other side of the tube. Yeah.
Definitely.
Hello. How is your old man? Is he good? Because I was watching it. I was watching your thing the other day. Like your thoughts on the game after Lincoln, and I thought, yeah, you talk, you speak about, some good things.
Yeah. No, nice one for that, Blue Shadow. I really appreciate hearing that. Yeah, he's doing all right. I think actually he'll just be tuning into this live now. I think there's been a few comments from him. He'll be watching it, I'm sure. I've seen Blue Tube pop up a few times, but yeah, I'll be watching this tonight.
Yeah. Well, like I say, each and every one of you, you've got your own podcast, and then you come together as one. And not only have you brought a family together, or you've brought like what I call friends now, but you've brought something together that will last a lifetime. You know what I mean? And each one of you, like I look up to. You know what I mean? I do look up to you, and I think, you know what? I love this guy. Or you know what I mean? Because like you've got all little bubbly characteristics. You know what I mean?
You trying to make me cry?
Yeah, man. I don't think I made Nick cry yet, so or Ben, but I'm trying.
That's really, really sweet, Blue Shadow, and I totally agree with you. I think I've said it before. In fact, back when I was just watching these streams before Blue Tube was made, because I have watched a few of them, it's one of the inspirations actually. I made a comment just saying, the community that you've managed to create here it's exceptional, really. Just outside of that, it's credit to yourself, Jay, and Nick, really. But no, it's proper nice. It's good. It's really, really good.
But this is blue to me, mate. This is what I've been brought up to follow, like, and going down to the games as a kid with my dad. It was this, like, you know what I mean? It was this. Going to the pubs and that, you get talking to people and introduced to. And I used to love it. I mean, because I'm a black country lad as well, so I haven't got the proper Brummie accent like my dad.
You're one of us, mate. Don't worry about it.
What I'm saying is, as a kid, like I used to look up to, the Blue now. And that's why, I just love it, mate. And this is Blues to me. This is why I do it. Like, I love it. Like, and I think like the more YouTube channels that do this together, like, the better it'll. It's just nice, and like we're all the same. I classically Blue now is the same, mate. Like, it's Blues.
Yeah, because you kind of like you inspire yourself to be who you want to be through, like, your dad or whatever, and each one of you inspire each other, and then you inspire us to go, you know what, life ain't that bad when you've got these lot in it. You know what I mean? This is what family is. You know what I mean? I'll make myself cry them.
Stop it.
But yeah, no, it's just I just want to say I love you guys all. You know what I mean? And as always, keep right on and shit on them fucking bastards down the road. But yeah.
So right.
All right,
yeah,
lads.
nice one.
I'll probably catch you Saturday then. And yeah.
We'll have to organise something.
Yeah.
100%. Good to hear from you, Blue Shadow.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you. Keep on, lads. All right, chat. Bye.
Yeah, we'll have to do that, lads. We'll have to do something and meet up, like.
100%. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Have to get there early because Jem always asks and that, to meet all of you and that as well. Because sometimes she doesn't go to the games with me. She me like talk about you all when she sees a couple of the videos and that, so it's nice. I mean, when she went to the Roots the other day, she loved it, like.
Yeah. I think you've met pretty much everyone involved in, like, Birmingham City, YouTube, that whole world. I think you've seen them all now, haven't you?
Anyone I haven't met, I've only spoken to him on. I know there's two. There's Keep Right on TV, James.
Oh yeah.
Or Eddie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday, Duncan. Happy birthday to
you.
Happy birthday, Duncan.
You're loaded reprobates.
How you doing, Duncan? You had a good day, mate?
Yeah, it's been all right. Yeah, it's been cool.
Nice. Good to hear,
stuff,
mate.
What are you saying, Duncan? You went to the game Saturday. Was you what did you think of the game Saturday, first of all?
I couldn't feel my toes by the end of the game. The first half it was great. The second half, probably the worst game of football I've seen in the last 5 years. Apart from the goal made sitting there a really rubbish second half. The goal was amazing. I thought the touch, the little flick over the player.
Yeah.
I mean, if that had been a striker in the Premier League, I mean, they'd still be showing it now, wouldn't they?
You're not wrong there, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, they did a job. I mean, the team was well changed, 7 players on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And, it was good to see that academy kick them on and get a few minutes.
Yes.
Yes, good shout. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I think it's good like that. I mean, you've got to bring on the kids a bit,
Yeah.
It was good to see Duke, in that. It was good to see. I wasn't looking at goalie again. He had a bit of a mad second half with trying to catch the ball,
Oh, yeah, where he was fumbling around with it. That's what I was talking about, really, with 𝒃𝒂𝒄𝒉. He had a few moments like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the confidence or it's just because he's been a bit rusty. I don't know,
I think it's a confidence thing, really, mate. But, yeah, it's kind of a difficult one because the only way that you really aid that sort of problem is by giving him more time out there, giving him more exposure so he can get over it.
Yeah. You got that problem as well where he ain't being picked. He knows he ain't being picked.
Yeah.
Stop's first choice. So when he does get picked, it's a lot of pressure, I guess, because he's not first choice anymore. So it's going to affect his confidence, isn't it?
Massively. And it's all in the brain, isn't it? And then you start thinking, if I make one little slip up, I've got to be on my best behaviour. Yeah. And, and you're going to make a cock up because you're trying too hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, spot on.
So, what did you make of the draw? Are you happy with a home tie, first of all? Are you happy with Newcastle? Would it be a game you're going to try and get to?
Yes, I am going to try and get to it, and I'm going to try and get in block 40 because I love kvmusicprod away fans. Like I've sat in there 3 games for this season, and I think the block 40 and 39, they're really But the good thing is, Newcastle are going to come to us thinking, because it's not their fans. I mean, I'm on about their players. They're going to think we're League One and blah, blah, and they're going to walk out into a Coliseum. And we are the Lions.
Who's on the Heineken and the Stella?
Huh?
It's all right. Someone commented then. Was it Chuzzer on the Heineken and the Stella?
Chuzzer's on the Heineken.
Go on, son.
So what changes would you make, Dunk, if any, for tomorrow night, and give us a scoreline?
I was having a look at what their manager is. The old Blackpool manager, Holloway, isn't it?
Yeah, Holloway. Yeah. Ian Holloway, that's right.
Yeah, he's no mug and they're on a roll. So I think we're going to have a strong team here because I don't think they've lost in 7.
Swindon, I thought Swindon were doing awfully. They're towards the bottom end of League 2, aren't they? I haven't looked at their fixtures, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I know that they ain't doing too good, or they haven't been doing too good at least anyway.
I think since he has come in, I don't think they've lost in 7. I think, and he's not a mug, and he's trying to sort them out. So I think we have to go with a strongish team. Maybe the middle of the park should have some first team players in it. Iwata and Paik. I think they should. I think maybe stick with Dykes and Julie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it when you get this up, Nick, when we're on the fan.
Only because League 2 and all that. I mean, it's not so. It's all blood and guts football with mud on the pitch, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you've got to force it a bit sometimes.
Did you say you're going on Saturday, Duncan?
No, I'm not. No, I'm going to take a sabbatical. It's a big word, isn't it?
I like that one, Doug, sabbatical. Yeah, man. So
I know lots and lots of big words. Like large, massive, huge. See what I mean?
So what are you saying tomorrow, Dunk? Do you think we can go there and win?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be tight. It's a 2-1 or a 1-0, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think it'll be a tight one. Going away we're going to Swindon as well, which you can never discount. Doesn't matter who you're playing, really.
Yeah.
Like, and I'd just like to say good luck to Dion Sanderson for Blackburn.
Oh, good shout, mate. Yeah. I hope he does well at all.
I don't think he'll be going there for full time. I don't think they've got the money, to be honest with you. So we'll probably have him back at the end of the season, but I think he'll go on to Pastors New then anyway, to someone.
Yeah, I think what he needs, I think he needs Eustace at the minute as well. I think it'd be good for him.
Yeah, well, I do. I think that as well.
He weren't the same when
Rooney came in.
Yeah, like Eustace had something with the lads. It kind of reminds me of like a bit of a mixture of Mowbray and Chris Davies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
through the two, like, and when they just all of a sudden changed him for Rooney, like he ain't been the same since, has he? Let's be honest. And as much as I like him, he ain't. His performance hasn't been the best. It's been hit and miss, and I think it'll do him good to go back with Eustace. To be honest,
I think so. But like you've got to look at it from his point of view. I mean, he has always took to the pitch at the end of the games. If he's been a sub, he's come on and he's clapped the fans. And I mean, there's not a lot of players that are captain of a team, and then the next season they're not even playing; they're on the bench. And
point that, to be fair, mate.
And a smile on his face, where there's a lot of people probably would have spat their dummy out.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you think about it, Dunk, look at the stick he got. I mean, it was only about 14 months ago. He was a hero. He scored against West Bromwich Albion with a header, and I think it was a Friday night. He put the Zulu sign up. He had his own song. He was captain of the team. 14 months later, after a terrible kind of, I mean, no one played well under Rooney, really. After that, he's just gone downhill. I mean, I don't like the stick he got on Twitter was shocking, to be honest, mate. It made me sick. No person deserves that kind of abuse, especially just having a few shocking games. I agree. Yeah, man, I agree with Jay. I hope he does well at Blackburn. I've got nothing against Dion Sanderson.
I think he needs Eustace like at the minute as well. Like, and it was nice that Eustace got in touch with him to ask as well, to speak to him if he wanted to come to Blackburn beforehand, which is nice. So I mean, obviously Eustace thinks a lot of him. You know what I mean?
The thing where
his best football under Eustace, didn't it?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, you look at him, right? He won't look out of place in the Championship with Blackburn. He won't, because we know what he's like, and it wasn't him that got us relegated. And he had a few good games in the Championship. So when he goes to Blackburn and he does all right, but he can't get in our team, that shows you the calibre of our defenders.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen next year? I mean, I really, really do believe that we're going to get promoted and we're going to get on and we're going to get in the top 6 in the Championship.
Yeah.
Because of the strength of the team. Because if we can't get in our team and we're, and he can play in the Championship, that tells a massive story.
Yeah, 100%. But I also think as well that the way Dion plays, because I mean, I'm not sure if you watched it, Dunk, or if you did, Nick or Ben, but when he had his interview at Blackburn and he was saying that he uses his style. I think Sanderson fits the way that we play. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think he finds it hard, like a little bit.
Yeah, you playing the blinder. Yeah, he kept the Blackburn fans happy, he kept the Blues fans happy, and he kept both of the managers happy. And to do that, you've got to have some brain in your head. So, you and he did well to keep everyone sweet.
Yeah.
And it's easy to knock the club you've just left. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So to give some your score predictions for tomorrow night and Saturday Exeter at home, Dunk. Give some score predictions, mate.
I think tomorrow night a 2-1 or 1-0 to Blues, and Exeter. I think we may steamroll them, and this might be the game where we put someone to bed, probably in the first half, and then take our foot off the pedal in the second. But I think it's I don't usually say a 4-0. It was a 1-0 or 2-1, and I do quite well at the bookies with that. But this one, the Exeter game, I think a 4-0.
Go on, Dunk.
Yeah. For the triple. Go on.
Nice one, Dunk.
But yeah, gonna have a drink, mate. It's your birthday.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, nice one, brother, man. Thanks for the phone call.
My laptop from any of you three, even the man from the GP.
Yeah, I need to phone you, don't I?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not putting anyone on the spot. I would rather have someone come here and help me.
No, that's what I mean. To arrange you to come round.
Because Apple MacBooks are not like my laptop.
Yeah.
They're strange.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we'll sort it out, Dunk.
Yeah, we will.
We'll help you.
Right, cheers, lads, and thank you very much. And keep on.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, mate. Good to hear from you.
Happy birthday, brother. Speak to you soon.
Happy birthday, mate.
Happy birthday.
Shit on the villa.
Shit on the villa, mate.
Shit on the villa.
So,
Yeah. Nice one. Dunk. Can I just say while the phone line's not going, if anyone hasn't subscribed to Duncan's channel, it's called PTSD Duncan Moving Forward. If anyone's who hasn't subscribed to that, hit the subscribe bell. So it's kind of like a mental health podcast, kind of little clip. It's really good. So jump over and give him a subscribe. And Ben's channel, BlueTube, as well. I always say on mine, jump over and give him a subscribe.
Nice one, mate.
here he is, Peter. How you doing, son?
Yes, Pete.
Nice to see you all. How are you?
How are you, mate? Are you okay?
Yeah, very well, mate. Yeah, nice to speak to you, Ben. Nick, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Pete, man. Good to speak to you. Thanks for that kind gesture you gave me the other day. The ticket for the weekend, man. Really happy with that, because I'm saying I don't know whether it would have gone, but it would have been a bit of a nuisance going out my way. But really appreciate it, mate. How are you anyway, Pete? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, no, good, mate. Yeah, really good. Just thought I'd give you all a quick ring. It's been a while since I've called in.
Yeah, it's good to hear from you, mate, because I've been looking out for you the last few games, and I've been a bit gutted I ain't bumped into you, mate.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Woody's been asking about you as well.
Has he? He's a good lad. He's a good lad, isn't he? But, yeah, I tried to get tickets. For Wigan, but I missed them both times, man. Gosh, nightmare trying to get tickets in it.
Yeah. It's a shame. I tell you, the next one, Pete. Try the next one. You'll probably might be able to get one for, but you're gonna have to be on the ball when it gets to. It's going to get to season ticket holders. It might get to General Sally's Bolton away. That'll be a cracker.
Yeah, I wondered that with Bolton as well. I was a bit disappointed. I went to Exeter away with Jay, and I was a bit disappointed about it. Cloney lived down the road from Swindon, so I was a bit disappointed I couldn't get a ticket for that. I thought, like they've done for the FA Cup, I thought because I went to one away game at Exeter in that cup, that they'd do but they didn't do it for that, did they? So, it sold out. They got no chance, because I was a bit disappointed. But
I was disappointed you weren't there. More so to cuddle up to you, mate, because you're prepared, ain't you, mate, in this weather, mate. Mate, have you seen Peter?
That was, it is, man. Pete was ready for that.
I know. Mate,
you gotta have a cuddle, mate. Innit?
Mate, Bear Grylls ain't got nothing on Peter, mate. I'm telling you. Mate, honestly.
Peter, you watch the game on Saturday, Pete?
Yeah, definitely. Exeter, I'm going to. Yeah.
No. I say, did you watch the game on Saturday against Lincoln?
No, I've been really poorly.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Had that bug.
I'm still struggling now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's my teeth. don't get me started on the NHS. 2 doctor's appointments, 2 dentist appointments, and I'm still none the further forward.
Oh, teeth are the worst as well, mate. Hope you get better soon.
Yeah.
I've been in tears a couple of nights.
Yeah.
Really? Well, is it like an infection or what?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I've had X-rays and all sorts, but I don't know. It's a nightmare. You don't get the quality of service anymore, do you? In kind of government departments.
No.
No one seems to care anymore, do they? It's gone, isn't it? I don't know what's happened to everyone's values, man. It's anyway. I didn't moan about that. Don't get me started on that. I'll be on it all night.
What did you think of Saturday, Pete? Did you? I've asked you. Did you watch the game, or have you seen the highlights? What are you thinking about?
I watched the highlights and I listened to it. But Blues TV was playing up on the audio, but I listened to it and I watched the highlights. Yeah, I'm glad we won. But like they say, you've just got, like Roy Keane said, you've just got to get in the next round. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Got to get in the next round. I'll be honest though, I think I might think a bit differently than others. I didn't want Newcastle.
Yeah.
I didn't want the Premier League team. I didn't.
Yeah, because you're the same as me, Peter. Having a championship team first and then a Prem, like if we was to get through again after that.
Yeah, or even the League One team. Yeah, just get through the next round. Just I don't think we'll beat Newcastle. I want us to, clearly. I'm not having a downer. I don't think we'll beat them. I think they'll win by a couple of goals. Depends who they, like you've all said it, and your lovely callers have said. It depends on what team they bring up, but they got firepower. They got that Isaacs, haven't they? You know,
Isaac, yeah.
Right. Yeah, they're fit, aren't they, in the Premier League?
Yeah, they're absolutely smashed at the moment. They're on fire. It'll be a test for us, though, whatever the case. And it'll be good. Like I was saying earlier, we don't have that pressure. Every single game, nearly. I mean, in fact, I think you can say it. Every single game that we've got this season, we are the ones who are expected to go out there and to get the 3 points or to win. This will be one of the rare times where we won't have that pressure. And if we do end up losing, it'll be like, we gave it a good shot. So it'll be interesting to see how that changes things. That's all I'm seeing this as, really. Yeah, just to see how this team plays against some real top opposition. No disrespect to anyone in League One or in this, EFL trophy or whatever, but that's all that I'm thinking about. I do get your logic though, Jay, and yourself, Pete. If we did have a championship team, we're still getting that test and we're potentially progressing further into the competition. So, I do understand that, to be honest.
The only way I said that was because, obviously, I mean, ideally we've gone down to rebuild the squad that we've got now. But like in an ideal world, we didn't want to go down, did we?
Not really. No, not really.
Well, that's why, because we've gone down a league, brand new squad. I think it would have been nice to have that test against the championship side, because that's the league we're obviously trying to get back into. Do you know what I mean? And that's the logic I had in my head, where is this squad good enough to be in the championship, basically, or to kind of gauge off how they perform, kind of thing. Which I'm pretty sure they'd be fine, to be honest.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. The only reason I don't think we'll win is I'm thinking Swindon tomorrow. I'm thinking, bloody hell, that's going to be. And actually, I was listening to some stuff today, and I hadn't realised Ian Holloway's there now, and he's really improved him apparently. The home form. I don't think it's going to be a rollover, and I don't think we're going to play a full team. So I think it'll be challenging in parts. That
yeah.
I sound negative tonight. Fucking hell, sorry, man.
You're all right, mate. You're fine.
I just think Ian Holloway's like that. Yeah, and they have been on. They're on a bit of an upward trajectory, I think, at home.
Yeah.
And I think we'll play the team. I think we'll probably play the team that we played Saturday, do
you? Yeah.
I think he'll make changes, I do. I really do. I think what Ben said earlier about, if he wasn't to make changes, then that's players what haven't played for 10 days, and then we're going into the weekend, kind of like it would be 2 weeks, without playing. So I expect him to make changes. We made 7 for the game on Saturday against Lincoln. I expect 5 of them to come back in. I really do.
Yeah, that's a good challenge, that, mate. Yeah, maybe they will. Yeah, I really want to get to that final. Do you?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I had someone on one of my streams. It was a couple of weeks ago now, Pete, and someone said that they ain't asked about this cup. I'm not asked about getting to Wembley. Like, I think that's just madness, mate. Like a day out in Wembley. I mean, you'd know as well, Pete. Like them two finals, and a lot of people watching them two finals go down as Tranmere and Carlisle as a couple of probably the biggest days, greatest days, best days as I've had in my life. What a crack, you know. And I was a little bit younger then, you know. But you know, a day out in London, you're at Wembley. We're gonna say if we get I don't know, so the capacity is 85,000. I'd imagine we get 60,000.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Compared to
I do.
Yeah, so it would just be amazing, man.
100%, man. You're right. Those like that Leyland Daft, that was brilliant. I'll never forget that. I was just, never forget that. It was mental. Yeah, so I'm the same, and I'm part of the Gloucester Official Supporters Club, and they're all buzzing for it as well, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it'll be all right. Good crack. And so then we move on to Exeter on Saturday. So are you feeling confident for Exeter at home? Sort of like league picture?
I think I am. Yeah, I think I am. I am feeling confident. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think. Yeah, definitely. No, I'm feeling confident. Yeah. I mean, it just we didn't play. Other than Wigan, though, we haven't played great both halves of it. I am definitely looking for us to.
No, I think you're right.
Play two good halves and move on and kick on and move forward. So I say I'm confident, but I just think what would it be? One good half, one frustrating half where we don't kick on.
Yeah,
I do think we'll win.
Are you lads concerned about like all these games that are coming thick and fast? I mean, like probably through another round in the cup again, which is great. I mean, how are you lads feeling about all the games and stuff? Are you
we seemed we've got through the Christmas period just seemingly all right. I'm interested to see. I wish that we got a little bit of a look behind the curtain, because we know ever since Tom Brady's come in, his whole thing has been to do with our fitness. You know, and how we deal with these sorts of situations, you know, recovery and all that sort of stuff. I'd love to see exactly what's changed compared to years gone by. But obviously, you know, I think with Lee Buchanan, that was kind of just a freak sort of accident, wasn't it? He's lunging at tackling, he's had a horrific injury. But apart from that, I think we've been relatively okay. So yeah, and that's with just a madness, like ridiculous games, like 3 times a week or whatever it was. So I'm all right with it. I think that we've got the players to handle it. I think we've got depth as well. We need to obviously cover that left back position though, because Alex Cochrane's one for me that I'm really, really worried about. Because without him, I think we're a bit buggered in that left back position. But other than that, we've got depth, haven't we?
Definitely, man. Yeah, I totally agree with what Ben said. I think we've got the depth, so we don't have to worry. I mean, if it was, you know, the previous season or seasons before, you know, I'd be really worried about the amount of games we're playing. But look, we made 7 changes Saturday, and managed to get the win. So yeah, I think we can. No, I'm not worried about the amount of games we're playing. I think it's good, to be honest. I think it's a good thing. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think we'll be fine. I really do, guys. I mean, if any other team in League One had the amount of fixtures, I mean, potentially 1 or 2 might have, maybe not as much as us, but the amount of fixtures we've got piling up, I wouldn't expect them to do as well as I expect us to do. What about you, Pete?
I completely agree. I agree with that as well. And I also think we're on the second half of the season now, aren't we? We're on all the goals are in sight, and I think the players will be really motivated. I think they'll just be motivated to play the games. I think they'll be up for it, and so like you, I don't see any problems that way.
Yeah,
and everyone's getting a game now. Everyone's getting a game. Everyone's slotting in now. There aren't many teams who picks. When he slots different players in now in different positions. Yeah. There's not many times when I think, oh God, I've even changing my opinion on Harris a little bit, because he had a good game against Wigan, and
he did.
Yeah, I don't like to admit that because I've been really harsh on him because he's done nothing for me. Him and Dykes. I'm still not there. I'm still not there with Dykes, but you know, maybe Harris's energy. You know, I'm prepared to put my hand up and.
But the whole persona of the squad, though, like they're starting to find the feet a bit more now, aren't they? I mean, that Wigan game, it was just phenomenal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I want to see that again Saturday.
Honestly, it was phenomenal, wasn't it? That.
Yeah, brilliant. That's what I want to see. I want to see that more often now.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, I better free the line up and let someone else call in. But lovely to speak to the three of you, and I'll speak to you.
And you, Pete. Nice to have a chat, mate.
Nice one, Peter. Keep right on, mate. Speak to you soon, brother.
Keep right on, brother. See you later, guys. Bye.
Take care, bud. See you later. Chat.
See you later, mate.
See you later, mate.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I was quite surprised that Luke Harris weren't playing Saturday, was he, guys? Am I right or wrong in saying Luke Harris wasn't playing Saturday?
No, I think he was.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was, yeah. Oh, I'm just going to take this chance. I'm just going to go to Lou for a minute. I've been bursting for about half an hour.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Get the piece buckets out.
I was going to say that with Capita.
So yeah, I think Pete's right in saying what about Luke Harris. He did have his best game against Wigan. Like I say, when you're at the games, I always say this: it's hard to judge. It's hard to analyse the game. Do you know what I mean? If you're watching it at home, you get a much better view. Like I think you said, Jay, and a few people said on my stream that the Lyndon Dykes had a good game in terms of pulling defenders out of the way and obviously got the goal. And the same being a Luke Harris against Wigan. You know, people came on my stream on me match and said that was probably Luke Harris's best game he's had for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Maybe Luke Harris tomorrow. I think we'll start. I think we'll potentially see Luke Harris start.
I'm just on Sofa Score, Nick. I'll share it with you. Hang on, mate. We got Chris on the phone as well.
Hi, guys. You right?
How are you, Chris?
I'm good, thank you.
You're all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, all good stuff, mate.
So what's you saying about the cup draw, Chris? To kick us off?
I'll say it's about time we had a decent draw. To be fair, like at home, I thought I wouldn't have minded like a championship side either, but you know, it's just you know, but it's about time we had a decent draw. To be fair,
looking forward to it.
Yeah, and and I was going to say, but our second goal was just amazing. And, you know, Dykes' goal.
Yeah. Have you done him, Chris?
He's like 50-50, I think. You know, for me. You know, but I think I can have good games and bad games. To be fair.
Yeah, well, I think Blue Shadow said you either kind of, I don't know if it's so much like you love or hate him. Yeah, I mean, I've been quite critical of him. And look, I don't think he'll be that player that we were looking for in terms of having an out-and-out number 9. I don't think he's going to get us bags of goals.
Yeah.
He can do a job in certain games, I would imagine. But like I said earlier, Chris, you know, he doesn't start over May or Stansfield for me.
No.
Subbed off.
I'll say them two are our goal scorers. To be fair, yeah, those are our 2 goal scorers. 2 goal scorers. Yeah. And and also as well, Sanderson going to Blackburn. I think it's best for both parties. To be fair. Yeah, because it's like the thing is, I think it's like Rooney ruined him. To be fair, I think.
You said that, didn't you, lads?
Yeah, and after that, you know, like he wasn't the same player. He was never the same player.
No. And he's not the quickest, is he? Let's be honest. He's not the quickest, and he's not the most composed on the ball. For me, the way Chris Davies wants to play, in terms of playing out from the back. Sanderson's not that guy, but you know, hopefully all the best for him. Let's hope he has a good 6 months, get some playing time, and maybe come back and do a bit for us. Yeah, man. So what are you saying for tomorrow then, Chris?
I'd say maybe 3-1 Blues.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-1.
Nice.
Yeah, and the
Goal scorers.
Good question. I'd say maybe Williamson, May if he plays, and Yokoyama if he plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see a bit more of Yokoyama. I mean, my God, we were crying out for it, and he scores within 30 seconds when he gets a start.
Yeah, that was just brilliant. That was. Yeah, like do you think that was a penalty? You know, like on Saturday, do you think that was a penalty?
Really harsh. I can see. I'm gonna stand firm here. I don't think it was a penalty, really. Call that bias if you want, but yeah. And to Chang as well, bless him, just coming back.
Yeah.
I saw that today on Instagram. Doing a post, didn't he?
Yeah, like obviously Djokovic, you know, like obviously like when you off that bullet header, you know, that nearly made it 2-0.
Yeah.
I know,
margins.
And obviously J-Cock coming back against us.
Yeah, J-Cock, yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. Totally forgot about him, to be honest. He barely played for us, that J-Cock.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, like, I felt sorry for him, you know, like when he was at Blues, because, you know, like against Blackpool, and it's just, he was just isolated, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll let someone else come on now, and I'll speak to you guys soon.
Do you want to get your predictions in?
Oh yeah, 3-1 Blues against Swindon.
Yeah. Goal scorers.
Williamson, May if he plays, and Yokoyama if he plays.
Yeah.
Nice one. I'd say 2-0 Blues, and I'd say Alfie May and Stano if he's back. Maybe Alfie May with 2.
Nice.
Nice one, Chris. Nice one for ringing in, Chris. Nice to see you, brother.
Take care. Bye.
See you later, bud. Ta-ra.
Chris.
This is an interesting one. She's brought up with Tommy from Focus, and I'd love it if you lads done this. You're up for it. It's in your ideal starting 11.
It's difficult, isn't it?
I was going to say, it's difficult this year out of most years, to be honest. I always like that on Blue Tube.
What's everyone think? Sorry, Ben. What's everyone think of Yokoyama thus far?
I like him. The game against Lincoln. Sorry, Joe. The game against Lincoln. I felt like there was a few moments where he seemed a little bit stale. His touch wasn't quite there. He seemed like he just wasn't as well oiled, but that's to be expected. The guy's barely played. He's that proper wild card. You don't know what he's going to do, and I think that's why a player like that is so valuable, especially when you're looking at attacking a team. You need someone that offers just something a little bit different. We don't have a player that's quite like Yokoyama. You can't compare Anderson to him. And they're like structured players. They fit into a routine, a system within the squad, and I think that's what Chris Davies doesn't quite like about him. I think Chris Davies is one of these that's really rigid. It's like, right, this is it. You're going to play exactly how I see it. This is exactly. He wants to know. He wants it to be complete uniform. He wants to know where each of his players are at any given time. Right, they should be over there. They should be over here. Yokoyama's a guy that you just got to let do whatever he wants to do, and it'll be dangerous for you. I think give him a little bit more time. Give him some minutes out there, and he'll be a proper decent player for us if we develop him properly.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a player in there. Do you know what I mean, Ben? I really do. Like you said, I don't think it's what Chris Davies wants at this moment in time. I think if Hansen was fit and ready to go, Hansen would be on that left hand side. But yeah, he's that wild card, and he's going to be a good player in the future, 100%.
Hello,
it's Lee Burke. You all right?
How you doing, Lee, mate? You all right?
I'm doing good.
Good lad.
Mate.
What are you saying, Lee?
I think we'll win tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll be very tight.
Yeah.
We'll probably win 2-1.
2-1.
And on Saturday, we'll win again.
Yeah. What's your predictions for Saturday?
4-0 Birmingham.
4-0. Nicely.
Nice.
He's changed it up this time, ain't you, mate? You usually go for your 4-1s, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
He loves the 4-1 leaders, don't you, mate?
What's going on with the Albion, Lee? 5-1 Saturday, weren't it?
It fell apart. It's not coming now.
Fell to pieces, didn't it?
It's not coming to the Albion now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not coming to the Albion, that foreign manager.
No, it's not coming now. It broke down.
Oh, okay.
He wanted 2 coaches in and they didn't want to come to us.
Yeah. There's no money there, is there? There's no dough at Albion. That's the thing.
I think we're after Eustace as well. Eustace. Used to be manager at your place. John Eustace.
Yeah, Johnny Eustace, yeah.
Good luck getting him. I think he's sailing at Blackburn at the minute, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing really good. And this is what I said, you know. I said, I've always, I like you, Johnny Eustace. I do.
He's brilliant.
Really good manager, you know. And he wasn't telling bullshit about, you know, when these owners came in, yes, you know, they wanted to they expected a lot and they wanted to get us pretty much up and playing this style of play, which we're playing now. Johnny Eustace was saying, look, I haven't got the players. I haven't got the players to play the way you want to play. So he stuck by his guns, always rated him as a manager, and he's done really well at Blackburn. You know, I was devastated when he got sacked, I was. Especially for Rooney. It was like, what the hell, man?
It did feel like that whole Gary Rowett for Zola thing all over again. It was like a carbon copy of it. Like literally the exact same sort of situation, wasn't it? I'm just glad that he's able to spin this into a new job now where he's actually getting the credit that he deserves because he's doing really well. He's got decent players at Blackburn, hasn't he?
And the fact that Rooney's now sacked off being a manager now, he's gone into punditry now, isn't he?
Oh, do you know what? You know, I'm going to say something that you guys might not like here. I feel bad for Rooney. I do. You know, speaking about the fact that this is or was one of the best players that England have ever produced. I wanted to see him do well, but it just hasn't worked, and it's really, really tainted his legacy, hasn't it? But it is a shame for him. It really is. Then again, I mean, you can look at that in two ways, though, can't you? Because if he had left Blues the way that he did, and he went on and he had an absolute stormer with Plymouth, got him into the playoffs, I don't know if we would have lived that down. We would have all come back on us.
But I don't see him as a manager. Like I've never saw him as a manager. Like I see him as a young Everton kid, and then going to and then playing for him. You know, like he's brilliant. Weren't he? Like I've never I can't see him.
It might be one of these. Like I feel like with some players as well, because there's so many that don't do well. They're in and around exceptional dressing rooms with exceptional standards of football. So like if they're seeing the team that they're managing and they're not able to do the things that they did when they were a player so simply, you can imagine maybe they're getting frustrated. It's like, why can't you just do that? Or why can't you just play like this? I'm not saying it is that way, but I can see those sorts of things happening. The amount of times that Rooney threw some of our players under the bus. I'm not saying they didn't deserve it. Most of the time they did, but as a manager, you got to box clever. You got to think about these things.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't just come out and say that you lose them, then, don't you?
And the thing was, he didn't learn nothing from the experience at Blues. He threw the players under the bus at Plymouth.
Yep.
You know, good riddance to him, man. Lee, what did you think? Just we're not going to go over old ground. What did you think of Rooney in terms of being a manager? Really,
poor manager, Paul.
Who are you?
Oh, Nick, I love you, man.
Poor.
Good riddance.
It was, man. It was a bad appointment. You know. Anyway. So Gerrard, isn't it? Gerrard's no good. You know, Lampard.
Yeah, Gerrard.
You know, and the thing is, they've played under some great managers like Alex Ferguson. Do you know what I mean? Especially Rooney, and you know, and the thing was, I think Rooney tried to copy what Alex Ferguson was doing. Didn't really have much to do on the training ground, and these young players just ain't having a bar of it. You know, you'd think you'd get up for playing for a man like Rooney, but I don't know. He's a bum, innit? He's a bum. But he was great for England, and it's a shame. It's a shame, really. But Lee, what you're saying for Exeter at home? Do you fancy us Exeter at home?
4-0.
4-0.
4-0 Blues.
Yeah.
Nice. I hope so.
Oh,
And we got a Stoke on Saturday at home. West Brom.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bit of a local derby, that, isn't it? They've got a bit of a rivalry going on, isn't they, Albion and Stoke?
Yeah, Staffordshire derby.
I think Mark Robbins can go and do a bit there.
Yeah, Mark Robbins now for Stoke. They'll become a force, they will.
I was gonna go, but me and my dad changed my mind because we got beat on Saturday.
Yeah.
Changed our mind.
Yeah. The thing is,
Weekend.
yes, nice one, Lee. Nice one, brother. I'll speak to you soon, mate.
Love you loads, mate.
Later, mate. Always nice hearing from you.
Yeah. Man, making fucking hilarious, man. Mate, honestly, God, mate, you don't realize how funny you are, like.
You need a bum.
Yeah. I know Tuesday. Like, I know his next door neighbour. I know where he lives. And, like I say, man, no one has to feel sorry for BPF. He's getting a game here and there. Trust me, man, he's minted. But the thing is, like I said about the two goalkeepers, I was worried about both of them. I knew they was both half decent with the feet, but I was worried with both of them with shot stopping. I think Allsop's had a really good season. Bit iffy at the start, but he's definitely grown into that sweeper keeper role.
Yeah, he's definitely isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't give me the jitters. Do you know what I mean? He did at the start, Jay, and you, Ben, like, and BPF did. You know, when the ball was getting played back to him. But no, I'm really buzzing because that was one area of the positions I was worried about going into the start of this season.
What's the Messiah? Come on, Rich Alman, you got to get a phone in before we.
What's everyone saying about Thingy? The January transfer window. Do you think we need to strengthen anywhere, Ben?
Well, as I touched on a bit earlier, definitely need someone in that left back position. Whether we get someone in on loan just to tie us over for the rest of the season, or what, I don't know. But we need someone. We need someone there now that Lee Buchanan's just down for the count. And Deion Sanderson going as well. Do we need to replace that? Because this Phil Newman, if you look at the stats, he's doing better than Clara and Bailey in respective leagues. Like, it looks like he's going to be better than both of them. Not saying that he will come into us and that, but if you look at the stats and the way that he is, and apparently he's a proper pacey centre half as well. Not afraid to carry the ball a little bit. Doesn't mind having the ball at his feet, which are the sort of players that we're going for now. Outside of that, not entirely too sure. I mean, would we say no to having another winger in?
Potentially.
Yeah. And there's that Harry Darling that we're looking into. I think he's a centre back at Swansea. I know that's a name that's come up a few times. It was the one at was it Crawley, the central attacking midfielder? Darcy was it? That's gone really quiet now. I haven't really heard too much about that.
That was a wild one, weren't it? Live on Sky.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, Steve Evans dropping a bit of a clanger about it as well. But yeah, who knows? I think we're going to get a few in, but I don't think it's going to be very active. It might be one in, one out sort of situation. So potentially a centre half because Deion Sanderson's now gone out on loan, and we'll probably ship him off once he comes back. I can't really see it developing. He's just not playing the same sort of football. The thing is, I think Deion Sanderson's still got something in the locker. But what he's got and where he can get to just isn't the level that we're at anymore. We're going up here now. Like, if you're talking about a player like Newman and Sanderson, it's night and day. I don't think that there is a comparison. If you just look at the guy, you can't compare them both. And there's just a style of football that we're going for. Just don't think Sanderson fits into it. Yeah, this is it, man. This is it. It's just totally different. Sanderson's nowhere near the centre backs that we've got now. So, yeah, I think that his days are numbered.
I like him because he's a nice kid. I mean, when I went to Exeter, like, I called him over. I mean, he's on the intro of my videos and that. Like, mate, he could have just walked past me. Like, he made time for me. Like, you know, he's a really kid. He really is. You know, I just want him to do well at Blackburn more so. I just think he needs Eustace right now, and I think he's going to.
It's a perfect move for him. It's the absolute perfect move for him. Yeah, if there's anyone that can get a tune out of him, it's going to be Eustace. So I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, I'm mate.
What
about you, Jay? Do you think anywhere else we need to strengthen? I mean, obviously, I would say I'd like to see a left back come in. Maybe on. I mean, like with Buchanan, like what do you do with him? Because it's such bad luck. He's been injured so many times. It's like, do you pack up?
Hello?
Jesus.
Good evening.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad. It's MU Games, Master.
How you doing, mate? How you doing, son?
I just want to say thank you. You're absolutely brilliant.
No, thank you, mate.
No, listen, honestly, when I come and see you at a game, I'm going to take you for a bite to eat. I'm going to take you for a drink. I'm going to meet everyone, especially 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒆𝒄𝒏𝒆. He's a good lad. I like 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒏𝒆𝒄. And Shadow, you and Nick, if Ben's there, brilliant shows all the time. I'm not going to stay on long because I know you get really busy.
It's all right, mate. No, just stay on and talk to us for a little bit.
Yeah, have a chat as long as you like, mate.
Go on, it's rare that...
top stuff.
I don't think you found him before, have you, mate? Or...
I've tried once. I tried once, and it was absolutely chock-a-block. The switches years ago when the operator.
Yeah.
The bloody panels and that. It was a big.
Everyone's going wild on the comments, mate. You found him.
Yeah, listen, I can't read the comments, so I'm on my phone, but I will read them back. And I want to say thank you to Blue Shadow. That poem was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. I didn't get that at all. Honestly, it was class, mate.
Love you, mate.
Yeah, listen, you guys, mate. I try and watch every single live you do. I watch all your videos as well. Even if I'm working away, I'll have them on. I'll have my headphones on. If I'm driving, I'll have it on in the car and just tootle along as I go, you know. So keep in touch.
That's wicked, that is, mate. Nice one.
Nice one, EMU Games. Maximum respect for the support you've gave both of our channels. You know what I mean? It really helps a loads, man.
Listen, I know how much work you have to put in for this stuff. You know, I've done it all through COVID, and man, my YouTube was getting absolutely slammed. I was getting messages from like Australia, America. People wanting me to dial in and do stuff for them on the computers. And, it was nuts. But I try not to do much on there now because I'm just too busy with work. But you know, but I always try and support other, especially Blue Noses. I try and support the channel.
Oh, cheers,
you know,
nice one,
maximum respect. Listen, EMU, what you said. So, seeing as this is your kind of like first time you've proper spoke to you, I know you've tried to get through before. So what you're saying about this season? Do you think we've got enough to get up this season? How are you feeling about the EFL Cup, the Newcastle draw? Give us your views on that, son.
Well, I've got a few Geordie mates who messaged me straight away as soon as we got the draw. Can you get tickets? Can you get tickets? Can you get tickets? I was like, listen, I can try and get you tickets, but on priority. So you'll either have to pay it over the odds, or I'll try and get something where I can sort all you out. But I know a lot of them are struggling to get tickets for games at Newcastle at the minute. They are struggling for like tickets and getting people in there. They're doing well at the minute. They're on form.
Yeah, mate. Yeah,
they're on fire.
I think the game's going to be won in that midfield with 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒄𝒄, Tonali, Paik. Always up front. He's deadly, mate. He's something else. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Always that.
Goes to Arsenal next week.
What's that?
I know, yeah. Arsenal.
He goes Arsenal next week on the transfer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How are you feeling about? Let's talk about the next couple of games we've got coming up. So we've got Exeter tomorrow night in that cup, EFL trophy, and then Exeter Saturday. How are you feeling about them two games? You confident, Emia?
To be honest, Swindon, I think will absolutely stuff them, mate. I'm not gonna lie. They're literally struggling to stay in the league at the minute. I think I was watching a documentary the other day on them. course, they're an ex-Premier team. You know, they've literally free fall. They're in free fall, mate. I think go there with a reserve team and still win 4-5-0, mate. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you reckon?
Oh, absolutely, mate. I think we got too much, mate, for them. They're Holloway. I love Holloway. I know he's a Blues supporter. He likes the Blues. He'll set them up well. I'm not gonna lie. He'll set them up well. I just think they're too good for him, mate.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I hope so. I do agree, though. Yeah.
So when you going down next to Emu?
Don't know, because I'm literally slammed with work till about March, so it's literally when I can get down there, mate. I live nowhere near Birmingham anymore, mate. I moved out when I was like 18, mate.
Yeah. What do you do?
I've got my own business, mate, in technology. So
right, fair play.
I thought,
fair play, mate.
All over the gaff. I'm always away.
Yeah.
Always busy.
I used to do that, like working away.
I do love it, but you know, sometimes it's nice to be at home and family, be close to the family and all that sort of thing. Like, so it's good. But anyway, back to the Exeter.
Yeah.
It seems like we play Exeter every other week.
I know, yeah. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was expecting us to get him in the cup as well.
I know, yeah. Can you imagine it?
And Shrewsbury.
Yeah, Exeter and Shrewsbury. Yeah, Ben, I was about to say that.
I think we've played them about 3 or 4 times already, like both of them.
Yeah.
But again, with Exeter, I think we got too much for them, mate. We're at home, you know. It's a given, really. I think, to be honest. Again, I think 3 or 4-0. It's hopefully Jay Stansfield's back, May's back in the team.
Yeah.
You know, we had a few injuries. Hansen comes back soon as well, but what I want to see Yokohama literally let loose on a team. I just want to see him let loose.
I totally agree with that. Yeah. He needs a little bit more game time. As we were saying, like there are bits of his game where he seems just a little bit stale or just not quite there. And the way that you get him up to speed is by giving him minutes.
Exactly.
Would you start him tomorrow, Emu?
I'd start him tomorrow, mate, all day long.
I would as well.
Yeah.
I just think he frightens people when he's running at him.
He doesn't know where they're going.
Literally, he turns them inside out, mate. How many times we've seen him like put a defender on his arse?
Yeah, game time. I think more game time, the better he's going to be. You know, the more confidence. Yeah, definitely a tricky player, and definitely a player in there. So
100%.
I think that's what we need to get the atmosphere. Someone like him, running at defenders, stays up top, doesn't have to track back. Just let him have a free rein up on the left, or cutting on his right. Yeah.
Is there any players that really stand out for you, Emu, like this season?
Oh, mate, so many.
Come on,
Taking and whatever. They're just something else.
I know, they're firing, mate.
I think they've been a bit tired the last few games, but over Christmas they're sort of tired a bit. He's rested them. You know, I like Leonard when he comes in. He's always he's a good passer. Or Williamson. To be honest, Taylor Gardner-Hickman, mate, I think he's been absolutely phenomenal for us.
And Keshian, mate.
Would you sign him, Taylor Gardner-Hickman? Because I would.
Him and Davies at the back. I'd the pair of them, mate.
Oh, Ben Davies, man. I was really worried about him, you know. I thought it would just be one of those, you know, that someone who just didn't put half-soaked sort of thing, fair weather sort of player. But he's been up there for me as one of our best centre-backs.
Yeah, 100%. Mate, he's been steady. We've had so many clean sheets when he's played as well.
It's the exact perfect way I'd describe Ben Davies as well. Steady. He seems so calm on the ball. He never seems like he's under pressure whenever he's got the ball. Proper secure.
Again, when he's got Clara next to him as well. I love Clara.
Oh, mate. He's like a brick wall. He's like a brick wall, isn't he, Clara?
He is, mate.
He's solid, isn't he?
He's got a bit of naughtiness about him as well when he needs to. He's got a bit of everything. You know, he's not slow.
He's just got that face. Like when he gets stuck in, he looks at the way he looks at the position. He's like, I'm what? Like,
yeah.
I'm what?
love it, Jack. Love it.
Right though, isn't he?
It's true, mate. But you need that. You need
that. Yeah, you need
that in the team, mate. I think Gary mentions all the time. I think Gary Johnson in the chat.
Yeah.
We need some bruisers. You know, I think over Christmas we was getting kicked all over the place, and I think the team stood up well. You know.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. I mean, because we haven't spoke before, have we? Like, I mean, this is the first time we've actually spoke on the phone. But I mean,
it is, mate.
You know, we've spoken about this numerous times. Me and Nick have, and Ben as well. You know, I mean, imagine this squad now playing the squad we had last season.
Oh,
mate,
it'd be ridiculous, mate.
I'd dread to think what the score would be. Do you?
It'd be 4 or 5 easy. It'd be a Lee Burke 5-1, mate.
yeah. Here's one for you, Emu. So, you know the squad we've got now. Kind of like, do you think it's if we wasn't to make any signings, let's say, and we got promoted, where do you think this squad could potentially finish in the Championship next season?
I think I'll say like everybody else has, well, quite a few people have said we will be about 6th to 10th, I reckon.
Yeah.
Maybe hit a run and sneak the playoffs. I still think we need a bit of improvement.
A bit more, yeah.
You know, a lot of teams won't sit back like they do in League One, mate. They're not going to sit back with 10 behind the ball and camp it out like and try and nick a goal. It's going to come at us, and I think we've got enough at the back now to sort of combat that, and we'll have more space up front to actually run at teams and counter attack sort of thing. So yeah, I'd like to say top, but you know, my heart said we'll piss the league, but you know, my head says 6th to 10th, mate. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. I think if we was not to make any signings, I think I'd be happy with, you know, sort of mid-table, 10, 9, something like that. You know, but I expect us to make signings anyway, brother. I really do, man.
I think they're still planning that in the background, mate. To be honest, I think Nightheads are looking at players like that Newman deal. Apparently, he's coming in the summer. I don't know how true it is. You know, I think they're going to have people tapped up already, ready to come in.
Yeah.
If we do, well, we're going to win the league, ain't we? Come on, let's be honest.
Come on, Emu. Love it, son. I love it. Go on, son.
We're halfway through it now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I think last time I checked, we had 27 points at home and 26 away or something. So we're decent away as well. So
and lads as well, just quickly as well, because this is another reason why I love Tom Wagner, mate. His heart, he's solely for Blues, mate. He's so.
I could talk about that guy all day.
Like, have you guys seen the news today? Because no one's mentioned this, like in the chat or nothing. That he's got another deal again with
another one.
Yeah. With an AI technology that's specialised in football, that scouts players and stuff. It's all. He's got more shares. He's got another business, like.
That's it. I've heard about this.
Yeah, it's on
for Blues.
Yeah, for Blues again. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
Yeah. So, like, it's another way of boosting the squad. It's on the news, like.
But this is sort of start picking up these gems like Yokoyama. You know, it's all stat driven these days, mate. Everything's stat driven.
Yeah.
So I know they put something in place for Craig Gardner, sort of last year. We could start to see. Everything's stat driven in most things these days. It's all data.
I was going to say, back in the day, you'd have a bloke on the sideline when you like calling you over or something. Now, them days are gone. It's all
exactly.
It's all AI now, and like fast tracked it right. This kid looks good. Let's get him before someone else does.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's how it works.
It's all changed, mate. You're right. It's all changed.
Yeah.
You know, these guys ain't messing about, mate. The Nighthead ain't messing about.
Mate, the city's blue, mate. Royal blue.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 48 now, mate. I've seen Blues at the worst and the best and worst again.
Yeah.
anything like this down the Blues, mate. It's
fantastic, mate.
It's something else. You know, we've got to get to where we need to be. Yeah. But they're just non-stop grafting behind the scenes.
Mate,
These bringing out that Delta deal's massive, mate. Massive.
I mean, it's like when we was on about it earlier, we briefly touched about it. I know it's history now, but just quickly, that's the only bollock they dropped. Like, but apart from that, mate, they've made it more than made it up like tenfold for that.
Was it a bollock drop though, or was it pre-planned? You know, who knows? You know, we needed to pump money into the club, mate. It could have been planned. You just don't know what goes on.
Well, he brought in revenue, didn't it? Because even though we had Rooney, we were still the highest grossing championship team, weren't we?
Exactly. And I think we're still about third in the championship or fourth, something silly like that now when we're in League One.
Yeah.
It brought us some exposure, I suppose, as well, didn't it? I think that's what the main aim was, to bring Rooney as a big name and, you know, get us that exposure. And I suppose it did. You know, in a funny roundabout sort, and things are meant to be, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, mate. You're right. And you know what they say? All news is good news for someone like us. It's exposure. It makes great telly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure they've tapped up Netflix and Amazon and God knows who else. The rights to that.
That's what I'd love for them to do, like a Netflix series, like.
Well,
apparently that is happening. Yeah.
That'd be class.
You know, that's going to bring in how many millions as well? Literally, this club is well run, mate. At the moment, not may continue for
and it's the same. And it's the same. You reckon? I'm just going off topic just for a sec, but look, it's the same thing. Like with this Disney thing, like, you know, the owners they've got. It's proof in the pudding. If you've got decent owners that genuinely want the club to do well and they care about it and they're pumping money in, generating revenue, they're going to do well, aren't they?
And that's what it's all about. I think Tom Wagner sort of said when he took over, the budget to get out of the championship is X amount. You have to spend X amount to get out of that championship. And he knows all this. Mate, that geezer's so clever. He's so
he's definitely not.
He's got the stats, the figures, everything in front of him. He's got teams working on it. You need this budget to get here, this budget to get there. They're bringing that money in left, right, and centre. You know, it's something else, lads. Honestly, and you know, I'm glad you. Well, lads,
and you could go down that philosophy where, like, he doesn't know much about football. Like, either way, he's a businessman at the end of the day. All he's bothered about,
you
know, he's going to look at these figures and go, right, we need this, we need that. Look at all the deals he's securing, like all these shares. He's just secured another one today again. You know,
exactly. It's ridiculous.
What a bloke.
You know, he's got a love for Blues now, mate. You know what I say.
And
once you're a Blue, you're always a Blue, mate.
And like you say,
100%.
And I'm glad you've mentioned that. I mean, look how much he's worth and all these deals he's securing, mate. He'd rather sit on a hard plastic seat with Usla than sit on a nice Gucci, you know, comfy chair. It's true though, mate. I mean, Shrewsbury away, mate. When me and Nick, he sat with us.
Yeah, no,
he sat with us.
I bet you were starstruck a bit, weren't you, Jay?
Oh, mate, yeah, I couldn't believe it, mate.
Mate.
I was laughing at Tony, like, and Nick, because they was talking to him and that, but like Tony was telling him how to spend his money. I was like, go on, Tony.
Love that.
Has anyone heard from Tony? Because he hasn't been in the chat for a while, mate.
No,
I was just about to mention that.
Yeah, just try and reach out to him if you can, lads. And
I did phone him a couple of weeks back. I'll ring him again.
Yeah, give him a bell, Jack. So I was thinking that. I think Blue Shadow mentioned something in the comments. Someone mentioned something about Tony in the comments, and I actually thought about Tony on my last podcast, and I thought I haven't seen Tony in the comments. So yeah, maybe give him a bell. Listen, Amy, man, really good to speak to you. You know, we've seen you in the comments. You know, you've been really supportive of both channels.
Yeah,
and I'm sure you watch Ben's channel. It's been amazing support, mate. Really good to hear you. Do we expect to see you down the Blues this season at all?
Listen, I'll be finding you if I'm down there. If I'm down there, I'll find you, lads.
That's class.
Right, I will find you, lads. I'll see Jay at the bar because he's always pissed. I would literally, soon as I can get down there, I will be down there, and I will find out. If we get to Wembley, you should do a coach with all of us on.
Yeah,
that'd be class.
That'd be class. That's a great idea.
Here's on me, lads.
Well,
Said it
mate,
now.
I'll be keeping in, don't you worry. I'll be looking after you. Don't you worry. We'll be pissed by 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah, mate, definitely. Nice.
Lads, thank you very much for having me on.
Yeah.
And
No worries,
love
son.
to everyone in the chat. And happy birthday, Duncan. Respect.
Yeah, man.
Nice one, Ian, yeah.
Nice
Keep
one,
right
Ian.
on, mate. Thanks for supporting us, mate.
Keep right on. See you later, lads.
Keep right on, mate. It's all right. Take care.
Nice one, man.
Well,
Well, lovely phone call to end on, man.
Yeah.
Really good to speak to him. Like I said, man, he supported this the phone in my channel. Jay's, I'm sure he watches Ben's Blue Tube. So yeah, really nice to speak to him eventually, man. And to anyone watches this content, regularly, just give us a bell. One of the phone-ins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know it's nerve-wracking. I can imagine.
Yeah. Well,
I remember when I used to phone.
It's like, isn't it? I'll get nervous before I come on and stuff.
God,
I do, but I was looking at my things earlier, like your analytics and stuff, and it's still saying that 64% of people that watch this aren't subscribed, and it's free. So if you like support a fellow blue, and it's the same with Nick chatting blues and Ben as well on Blue Tube with his dad. It doesn't cost you anything; it's free, and it just goes a long way. And
yeah, absolutely. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, guys. Always helps.
Yeah, definitely. But lads, honestly, I really enjoyed tonight. Honestly, I really enjoyed this one tonight.
They're always wicked. These live shows.
Everybody that's commented and called and all the poems you do and the way we look after each other, I'm just really proud. It's just amazing. I just love it. This is blues for me.
Yeah.
Getting a bit emotional now. But yeah, honestly, I just can't thank you all for supporting me and Nick and Ben and stuff, and supporting each other as well. It's brilliant. I can't thank you all enough.
Yeah. God bless you all, man.
Yeah,
well said,
Ben and Nick, I love you loads.
Should we finish off some predictions then for tomorrow and because I don't think I've gave my prediction. I don't know if you have, Ben. For tomorrow and Saturday.
I was going to say just quickly. I was going to mention it on the call, but I didn't get around to saying it. But because you mentioned, didn't you, Nick? We're over the halfway point now. Do you reckon we'll? Now I'm going I'm really reaching here. But do you reckon we'll do the points record? What is it by Wolves now? It's 106, is it?
106, yeah.
We're
on course, aren't we?
We are, aren't we? I think they had 5 losses or something like that in theirs. 6 draws or somewhere around that. Probably should have got it up. Or maybe I'm just thinking too far ahead, and I.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right to bring it up because I think there was at a similar point. I think we've got actually more points than Wolves accumulated at this point in the season. Wolves, So and don't take it for gospel, but I'm sure they had a storming second half of the season. Do you know what I mean? So why not? Richie Owl's watching now. Has always said 110 points, top of the league. Yeah. And as a Blues fan, you're kind of a little bit sceptical, ain't you? I know I definitely have been. Why not? Why not, Ben?
Rich ain't no ordinary person, though, is he? Rich is the Messiah, mate. So wherever the Messiah says, it happens.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10, it does. So yeah. I think we'll be right. I think. Do you know what? I'm going to go for we'll smash the points record, but I reckon I think Wrexham will get sort of around about 100 points mark, top 90s. I think Wrexham will stay the distance. I do, guys, man.
It's 103 apparently. The points record is, and they won 31, drew 10, and lost 5. The 2013-14 season. I think we've got a chance. I do. Not that it really matters. It's not what it's all about, but it would be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to be able to say. But I ain't too bothered on whatever side it falls.
Yeah,
And,
103. I just said 103. Yeah. Go on, sorry, Joe.
I'm going to go for a 2-0 win tomorrow and a 3 on Saturday. Come on, you blue boys.
What about you, Ben?
Go on, get your goal scorers in, Jay. Who's scoring?
Tomorrow, Stano and Alfie, mate.
Okay. Exeter?
Thor. Come on. May again. And then I might even go. Fucking hell, man. Scott Rice.
There we go. Right, nice one. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I reckon we'll do Swindon. 3-0 tomorrow. I think that Dykes will end up playing, and I can see him scoring again. You know, I'd hope so. I'd love to see it. And I'm going to go for Yokoyama and Leonard. I think it's about time he got a goal. Obviously, it depends if all of them will play. That's what I think he'll go for. And Exeter, I can see Stano and May coming back into the fold, hopefully. And I reckon that'll be... Let's go for a 2-0. Stano and May. Wouldn't be too bad, would it?
Mrs. Blue's in the chat, the wife. Look, she's got the bug for it, look.
Mrs. Blue, she's got a phone. Right?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Why are you, Jem?
Love that. That's cracking, that is. But yeah, halfway through, lads, and it ain't been a bad season so far, has it? In fact, I know that I keep asking all the questions now, but I'll ask you another one. What's been the game so far for you? The best game, most entertaining one? Wigan game. Yeah? What about you, Nick?
That was another level.
There's a few. I mean, I really enjoyed Barnsley away because obviously the atmosphere. They're coming from 1-0 down to win 2-1. Wigan, like Jay, Wigan away was good. Wycombe away was good. The Wrexham at home was good. I'll probably say, if I had to pick one, I'd probably say Barnsley away because it was just so dour up until, well, you know, they scored and we was poor. It was a windy day, and then Jay Stansfield just took the game by the scruff of the neck, bang, you know, head down with that amazing goal. You know, to come back from 1-0 down, I'll probably say that one, Ben. But like I say, even the Wigan at home one was good. You know, the Scott Wright goal.
Yeah, what a moment that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really, really difficult. I mean, I always say like this. You'll look back at this season in years. You know, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and you'll think, God, what a great season. Do you know
I'm glad I've had the chance to witness it, like, because I was 2 when it happened last time, and you know I can't remember that far back. But like, it's just good to experience the other teams and, you know, going to the other grounds and different parts of the country, you know, and just clap, like it's we needed this to come back stronger, didn't we?
To reset,
an absolute reset, a cultural reset as well. I remember you saying, Jay, mate, when we got relegated, that you were really gutted about it because you had never you hadn't seen it before. You didn't know how to take it going down to League One.
It's like we beat Norwich, we've won, but like I'm absolutely devastated. I never saw it, you know, and I'm like losing the 13. I was 2 years old when it happened, and you know, I've never. Me and my dad like even says now, like, you know, it's one of the best times going away with the Blues and that all over the country when we was in the third tier with Barry Fry and that, you know, like, and he was class. To this day, like, he still said it was brilliant, like, but yeah, just been class, like, you know, and the memories for me, like, and, you know, meeting you a lot and stuff, and it was class. Absolutely.
Yeah. Is wicked. Yeah, it's really, really good. I reckon probably one of the best games that I've actually been there for this season. It's going to have to be the Wigan one, just for the way that it ended. But if I had to pick one outside of that, I was in Spain at the time, unfortunately. But that Wrexham game's got to be right up there for me.
Yeah.
It was absolutely booming there. Were you two there, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was there, weren't
Oh,
Oh yeah, you had your top off, didn't you, Joe? You know, could we forget about that?
I? Yeah, I was pissed. I was pissed.
What performance that was! Probably one of the first, probably one of the rare times, actually, if you're looking at the league, where we've actually had a side come at us and probably give us a game rather than just sit back, you know. And yeah, they gave us a good go, Wrexham, I thought, and yeah, that was a cracking performance from the lads, I thought, if memory serves, and the Water with that cracking goal too.
Do you know as well? Just quickly before it finish it. This is why I say, because some people are saying this style of play is really boring, and this is why the atmosphere is not as good. I think in the Championship, where we're going to have teams what are going to come at us, it's going to be a lot better to watch. Do you know what I mean? Teams ain't going to sit back against us. They're going to have a go. Hence, and you know, we're going to be moving the ball a lot quicker. It's going to be end to end. So, you know, we've had a lot of teams sit in and camp against us this season. So, yeah, man, I think we just have to suck it up this season and get ourselves up there. Yeah, nice to see Chang back as well, Emu. Alfie Chang, sorry, yeah. Yeah, the Luton game's going on about, yeah, but nice to see Alfie Chang back as well. Look, what a player he is, mate. I was gutted when he got that big injury. So that's another good positive as well, guys.
Last one, just quick though. Where do you put him into that squad now, though? Another one. It's just what a position to be in, lads.
He's struggling to get inside, isn't he?
We'll have to, once he's up to speed, we'll have to send him out on loan, see how he fares, and bring him in slowly. But,
do you think he goes out on loan January, Ben? This January?
Well, he's back and playing, isn't he? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, one thing that you want to do, you don't want to just wrap him up in cotton wool now. He's been out for so long. He needs to get on the pitch, get some minutes into him, see what's what, see what he's made of, what he can do.
Definitely.
What did you guys think of him against Lincoln then? I mean, I didn't really get to see. I don't think we got to see too much of him, which makes sense. You know, it was his first game back.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine. Do you know, I'll be honest, my memory's terrible. I know that he's obviously played for us before quite a while ago, but I can't even remember what sort of player he was.
He was like a CDM, really composed on the ball, can pick a pass out, can put a tackle in. I really rated him. Honest to God, I was gutted when he got that. I think it was an ACL.
It was in training.
Yeah, someone compared him to, and I know this is wild, but I agreed with it, to a Rodri. He's that kind of player. Honestly, I really rate him, man. I can't remember who it was, what I put in the comments, but I was like, yeah, he's you know, that CDM, that 6, kind of picks a ball up off the defenders, picks a pass out, you know, can tackle. You just got to hope that this injury hasn't. I mean, he didn't look shy of a tackle. I know he gave the penalty away. He didn't look shy of getting stuck in. Do you know what I mean? Because some players, when they come back from major injuries like that, are a little bit scared to get into a tackle, and that he doesn't. So yeah, I'm really looking for. Yeah, I think I'd like to see him go out on loan myself. He's not going to get in this season. Let's be honest.
Nah,
we
need game time. Really enjoyed it tonight, though, lads. I feel like we've had a real good one. I remember saying to you before, Anjay, I'll only be on for an hour tonight, mate.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying, mate. I've got to laugh because she said, "Yeah, I can only do an hour," and it's been an hour. It's been an hour and a quarter extra.
Yeah, no, it has been good. I bet that off.
Nick, I've missed you as well, mate.
Yeah, I missed you as well, brother. Hopefully we can do more.
Man, my heart's been broken, mate, these last few days. What you doing, man? My blues, brother.
Yeah. It's just catching each other, isn't it? Because obviously both busy. But yeah, I've really enjoyed tonight, like Ben said.
Yeah, mate. It's always a pleasure, lads.
Is there anything else that we can go through? In fact, sorry to drag this on, but very, very last thing. I mean, it's up to you, Jay, to be totally honest with you. I didn't know if you wanted to talk a little bit more about that real analytics. You might want to do your own little video on it if it's even worth the time. But I mean, I've just had a look into it here. It's saying here the Blues have made an effort to become more data-led on Knighthead's watch and used analytics to help them sign 17 new players during the summer transfer window to suit manager Chris Davies' style of play. It says that the Premier League clubs like Brentford and Brighton have enjoyed similar success from adopting the same sort of model. And yeah, it's called real analytics, and like you say, Jay, artificial intelligence, all to help football clubs making informed decisions on things like scouting, recruitment, playing strategy, and even opposition analysis. So
that now again, now it's something else, lads. It's brilliant. Yeah. It's good, isn't it?
That's really good. Good news, man. So is that just what we're using, or have they brought shares in that? Is it
shares as well? Use it
as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mate.
All right. That's
well, no,
really
he's acquired it. He's acquired the whole this real analytics. Tom Wagner's acquired that whole business, I think. So he doesn't mess about, does he? This Tom Wagner, everything. It's like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And we knew that he was this sort of character when he had to go to, was it the House of Commons or whatever it was, to talk about these stadium plans, and he was having that interview, and you could see he was just like, I don't know what the hold up is. Let's go and get things sorted. He's that sort of bloke, isn't he? I think we're in proper good hands with him.
The beauty today is you've literally got the world in the palm of your hands, yeah?
Yeah.
When you go to Google Knighted's, successes and stocks and shares and what they've made and stuff, and it's all on there.
Yeah.
It's all there, and he's got his head screwed on, and I don't think he'll go, I don't. Because they're for Knighthead, really, they build up, they make profit from broken businesses, and then
they build them up, sell them on. Yeah. I thought about this.
He loves it.
Yeah, it's not. It'll be. It'll be like a whole new world to him, because it's not just like a simple business. There's like that, human interaction. There's that emotional element involved. You're buying into more than just a business, aren't you? It affects you as a person, and the bug might catch him in time to come, and he might think, do you know what? I want to carry this on a little bit longer. Quite like this, depending on the way that it goes.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, who knows?
Come on, Tommy boy.
It's all positive. Trust me, it's all positive. Listen, guys, man, it's been really good. I really enjoyed it. Jay, thanks for inviting me on. Hopefully we can do it again soon. Ben, really good to speak to you.
And you, mate. Yeah, thanks again for having us on, Jay.
Yeah. Nice one, guys. Thanks everyone for liking, commenting, and ringing in. It's been a really good stream, I think.
Yeah, it's been class.
Yeah. Nice one.
Yeah, thanks to all the callers, everyone in the comments. As always, it's been a brilliant show, isn't it, lads?
Up the Blues. More important. Forever through Blue. Keep right on.